I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to Chai Beauty, where I get to share my thoughts, my dreams, my aspirations, my visions for the future. And guess what? You get to be along for this journey because we are in this together.
You're driving. You're in the passenger seat. He, she, they are facing forward. They cut a side at you and smile. And you smile back. They slowly reach their right hand on your left thigh and give you a little squeeze. The squeeze of reassurance. The squeeze of I got you. The squeeze of we gonna be okay. Or that moment when you're at your weakest and lowest and you just look up and say, I don't want anyone to see me like this. And you realize that your door is open and someone lets themselves in because they see you're in pain. And they come to you slowly. They don't say anything. They just sit next to you and they hold you. And that makes you cry harder. And it's a cry from your soul. Or that moment that you hadn't seen someone in a long, long time. And your eyes just connect across the room and there's a big smile on your face. And it's like a movie scene, just your movie scene. And it's not like that slow movie scene. It's not fast movie scene because you know when they all go on a trip. But like you run to each other and you hold each other. And there's a laugh. There's a hey. Maybe there's not even a hey. It's just a hold. It's like we're here. We're going to show up for each other and we're going to do this. Or there's a dab. Or there's a brush on your back. Or there's a hand holding. There's just touching shoulder by shoulder as you walk. There's I got your back. There's a pat on the back. Like there's a dab. There's a head nod. There's so many ways that we touch each other that we don't even realize. It's the nonverbal, it's the physical touch. There's so much touching, and it's all a touch of confirmation, reassurance, and things that we didn't even know we needed, but somebody felt it and they decided to touch us. Touch. Those scenes I gave you were scenes that have happened or you've seen happen or you've been a part of, that when you thought about yourself in those scenes, you knew that feeling. And for a person to have physical touch, it's a powerful thing. It's that thing that in this pandemic we lost, not only quality time, but we lost that physical interaction, or you got too much physical interaction and now we got all these pandemic babies, but that's near and there. But hey, that touch is something that we all need and long for. Oh, and those people that say that they don't really like touching, but for the people that you trust and you care about, you want them to touch you. You want them to be like, I got your back. I see you. I ain't gotta say nothing. I just gotta put my hands and reassure you. But people you're weary of, you are like, please don't touch me. But to say the least, I think we take for granted touch, just like we take for granted all the other ones. But touch is not more important, but it's more emphasized because when I was thinking about those scenes of touch, I didn't realize that they were powerful in their own way, because at some point through our lives, someone didn't say anything to us. It was just their movement or their way of showing they got you without saying I got you. And the way they just hold your hand and you can relax once you like truly are in that relationship with somebody. You can really relax and just be like, thank you for giving this person or being with this person, whether you are in a serious relationship or it's a friendship. Because like, I'm being honest, so me and my girls, sometimes we just grab hands and swing through the streets. Right now we swing through the streets of Chicago. Whoop, whoop. Or Kansas, like, or Texas. But we do those things, and I think when you're intentional with touch, it's an everlasting moment. Touch can be a part of you that you never knew you needed, but when it did come, it was like, yes, that's what I needed. I know I needed that, but I needed that. And when you really think about it, like truly think about it, we try to touch people every day. Like, you're like, what? Yeah, we gotta touch people every day. Like, we touch them in a way that it's a hug, it's holding hands, it's sitting together, like Netflix and chill. That's a touching thing. Whether it's intimate or it's innocent, like you are sharing a space with somebody on a couch for periods of time. If you're binge watching something, you probably don't leave that person, just go to the bathroom and get some snacks and come back. And then as you get more intimate with a person, it's that back rub, that touching your feet, that touching the thigh. It's the playing with the ear. Like, we all have these physical touches that it's just a person contact, and it's such a valuable thing that we sometimes overlook it. And as time goes, I think those are the moments we remember the most. I could be wrong, but I feel like there were moments where, like, I gave my all to somebody and I didn't say a dang word to them. It was just through physical touch. So as we go through this, I really wanted us to think about, like, touch as a whole. Like, touch as, like, that physical touch. Like, it's to express the self, to express affection through touch, physical closeness, and other forms of physical connection. So people kiss. It's really whatever you make it to be, because physical touch, like when I think of all the examples, like it really is one of the most significant ones that can make such an impact without you knowing. And for me, I started as a person that was like, I don't really like physical touch. Like, you can have that. Like, I don't really need you to touch me. But the pandemic is changing me. I'm like, can somebody touch me, hold me, love me, because again, that intimacy that you share with somebody is different. I think for me, in the seasons that I'm in, that physical touch is like you being by yourself. Like 300 days out of the year, I am by myself, physically by myself in four walls. Like, I can't go to work and just be touching on people. Like, I'm gonna get fired or a sexual harassment claim. But that's here or there. I'm not touching these people. But when I go home, I'm probably under somebody. Mostly my aunt. My mom don't like physical touch either. Or my grandmother. So those are the two people like I actually like fiend for their affection. Cause like my aunt just will rub your back. And like she ain't gotta say nothing. Like she'll have a whole conversation with somebody else. But if I lay right beside her, she'll just touch me. And I'm like, ugh, I just want to be in your embrace. Cause I know that this is a shared space. This is a safe space. This is where I can just breathe, regroup, and be like, let's go back into this world. And so when I challenge people as they listen to this, think about how you can reassure somebody. Like, look at somebody around your house. I would say work, because y'all got work husbands and work wives. Work boyfriends, work girlfriends, and reassure somebody. Like, be intimate with the person. Like, you don't have to be in a relationship, but I think strong friendships has intimacy at some point. That sometimes you just gotta be in an embrace. You gotta feel that love. You gotta feel that connection. Feel that reassurance that you're going to be okay, and then take it a step further and be close. Have like a close interaction, whether that's holding hands, hugging for a very long period of time that sometimes is awkward. It's like, is they gonna let me go? Okay, I think they really need this. All right, I'm just gonna hold them. But I can say that physical touch has so many in-depth way of bringing people closer than they ever thought. It's one of those things that we do every day, but I advise you, as you do it every day, be intentional with your touches. You can tell somebody, I don't want to touch you. Just do it nicely, because we care about the people. We love them. We want to empower people. But to say the least, as you become vulnerable with others and you express yourself and you feel that physical closeness of sitting on a couch or being in the car, walking the street together, sharing activities, whether it's physical touch and quality time, physical touch and words of affirmation, physical touch and gifts of like when you like connect and y'all have that static. And yes, we know there's a scientific reason about it, but you be feeling like, nah, that's just like chemistry. You be intentional, because as you see the world and get different perspectives, you see how touch plays a large factor in our international community, as well as the subcultures that we get to be a part of every day, and when we go to work, go to school, and live our lives. So all I can say is just be intentional, care for others, and truly appreciate those moments of your safety, of your calmness, of your collection. Really think about, how have you given that to someone, and how are you getting it? It may be getting a dog, which the pandemic made me get a dog. Okay, that's neither here or there. But as always, please connect and follow with me on my Instagram, Twitter, Patreon accounts. As you donate, I can grow and we can grow together. Thank you.